to our YouTube channel where we cook, we do reviews, and of course share our lifetime stories. So in our video today, we are going to do a storage haul, how you can store your goods or your groceries after shopping. So we are just from the shopping and we just want to take you through how we do our normal packing or storage in the house. Keep it on the video. Several things to pack, and I'm going to take you through each and everything and how we store it in the house. So just keep it here. We have our vegetables, we have our breads, and we have different things. Remember, this is not a paid promotion. Any product that you see here is just a preference, and we don't promote any product in this video. Thank you so much. So I'll start by showing you whatever we've bought from the market, and from here you can see we have packets of milk. Here we have oranges, we have yogurts for the baby, we have some bananas, we have some vegetables, a lot of them. So here's the container where I keep my sugar. Tuliambiwa if you're still putting your sugar in buckets, your unga in buckets, you should work extra hard. But hello, we are Africans and this is what we do. So if you like the other storage containers, well and good. I still use my buckets and I love them. So we normally measure with this spoon, so it is always inside there. So we're done with the sugar, and I store it here. Next I'll be doing my flour. Others call it flour. It depends with your English teacher, but I've never understood how I can call the plant flour and they call my flour. So I decided to call it flour. So this is maize flour for ugali. Yes, so we'll do a packet. So next, I'm going to rice. So we normally buy our grocery from wholesale shops. We don't do our shopping from the supermarket. It's always good to save, yeah. So this is pure Pishori rice, and we buy it from wholesale shops. So this is also another bucket where we put our rice. So I'm just filling it in. So this one carries around 9 kgs, 8 to 9 kgs of rice, and you're good. So here we have the rice, here we have the flour. So keep the rice inside, and then the maize flour, and here is the sugar. So we have the onions there, having the oranges. I normally put some oranges in the fridge, but because of the cold weather in Nairobi, I just want them to be outside because of the babies. We are just avoiding to incur any other respiratory issues. So there I'll put my oranges and my bananas. So we also have some sweet potatoes here. For the sweet potatoes, we normally use them for breakfast. So I'll also put them where we put our tomatoes, but let me use another container here to place them. So these ones will just boil and keep in the fridge. So the yogurts come with the tray. So for the eggs, I'll put them in these different trays. These are safer than these ones.
So
I normally put a few here for a quick fix when you want to use them. Those ones are normally kept there. So for the second box of milk, and kindly, it's very important to have kitchen scissors. Very important. Don't mix your other scissors and use them in the kitchen. It's very important to have kitchen scissors. So we are trying to see how many will go to the fridge. So we are done with 2 boxes, so the other one will just go to the shelves. Meanwhile, I'll have my tomatoes cleaned so that we can keep them in the fridge. So we'll wash these ones. The unripe ones, I've just hung them there, give them a few days and they'll be well ripened. I'm set with the eggs. I'm going to keep them on the fridge. So just trying to improvise some spaces and I'll keep them there. Container, just put them over the fridge. Using capsicum after cleaning them. Yeah, so these ones are the ripe ones. Keeping them in the fridge. I keep my cooking oil here, it's not opened, and then we are still using this one, and we have another one here for emergency, so that's where we keep our cooking oil. So we have greens here, we have kales, we have sukuma wiki. So we just bought this, but from our previous videos, you know that we have a kitchen garden, and we were like doing a renovation of it because most of our plants were carried by the floods. Because normally we don't buy vegetables. The only vegetable that we buy is cabbage. The rest we just get them from our kitchen garden. So here we have sukuma wiki, we have our coriander, dania. We have our kienyeji, sagas, the managis. Last but not least, we have our carrots. My baby calls me carrots because I'm Carol. Yeah, so we have our carrots, we have our kienyeji bogas, we have our coriander, and we have our sukuma wiki. So for the dania, I've done a video. You can just check on my previous videos. I've done a video on how to keep your danias or your coriander fresh for longer. You can just scroll down my videos and you'll get how you can keep your danias fresh and other vegetables. So for these ones, we'll just prepare them, boil them, and keep them in the refrigerator. I think in the same video I did a video on how to keep your carrots in the refrigerator, so you can scroll down. For my sukuma wiki and my spinach, we'll just cut them into big chunks, pre-boil them or pre-cook them, and keep them in the freezer so that you can use them maybe on a later date. So here I have cabbages, and we've seen in the fridge you still have some cabbages. So these ones I'll just keep them outside, just keep them in this box, but I'll remove the leaves and throw them in the garden. They really help. And then here, as you can see, we have our potatoes. So for the potatoes, I'll just leave them in this sack so that I can be airing them out in the sun for fresh air so that they don't go bad. So last but not least, we have our beef. So we normally do several kgs to take us through the month, because we do beef for a month and then we do a shopping for chicken and also fish. So for today we've just done for beef, and then we'll add the others tomorrow. So for the beef, here we have several kgs. So these ones we'll just cut them into small pieces, and after cutting them into small pieces, I will boil all of them together, let them cool, and then refrigerate them. People do the storage of beef differently. Others just keep their beef while fresh, and others just boil and then keep in the refrigerator. So for me, just to save time, to save on fuel, I just boil them all together, subdivide them into different portions that are enough for my family, and then when we just want to cook, we just chuck a portion for that meal and we cook. Done with the chopping, I'm cleaning my meat, then boil it all together. You can see it's a lot. Some people don't clean their meat, I don't know why, but if you can imagine the handling from the slaughterhouse to the butchery, it's pathetic. It's always advised to clean your meat. So I'll put my beef to boil for an hour or until tender. It's very tender. Then I let it cool, subdivide, and keep in the refrigerator. So carrots are very important in the house when you're doing your stews, you're doing your bean stew. I normally use them for making my bean stews, my ndengu, and my salads. So we boiled our sweet potatoes and put them in the different containers to store them in the fridge. We normally use them for our breakfast, or our 4 o'clock tea or coffee. And it's a wrap. Thank you so much for keeping it here. If you're new here, karibu sana, kindly subscribe. And for the returning subscribers, thank you so much for keeping it real. So we've seen how we do our story. Thank you so much for walking with us, and hope to see you on the next video. Bye bye.